You want to hear a joke? The Democratic Party is united. Now that's a joke because in spite of the fact that for a second time in 1 year, the Democratic Party establishment has given progressives the middle finger, they rejected Keith Ellison and Sam Ronan, and they immediately struck down a proposed ban on lobbyist contributions to the DNC, so they basically don't want anything to do with us. Yet, in spite of their reluctance, we'll say, to embrace progressives, and really all that we're asking them to do is cut out corporate contributions to the party, well, they're claiming that the party is unified and that there's absolutely no division and that we're all one big happy family again. So, for example, the new DNC chair has a picture of him and his good friend that the establishment slandered at his behest so he could get the job. So that picture is supposed to indicate unity between the Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders wings of the party. And if it looks to you as though Tom Perez is just dragging Keith Ellison along and that he's not actually miserable, well, apparently Keith Ellison can also confirm that the Democratic Party has in fact united now. I mean, look at Keith's face. That's not the face of a man whose soul was just crushed, now is it? Now, Nancy Pelosi is excited to meet with the new DNC leaders to discuss how the party can unite going forward. That's a big joke. And you just know that the party is unified if the person who divided it thinks it is. And Peter Dow, perhaps the biggest establishment cheerleader on Twitter, says that it's unified, even though he continues to berate progressives at every chance he gets. But, you know, it's unified, everyone. We're all one big happy family. There's no problems here. Nothing to see. Go home. And Tom Perez is confident that the party's united too. And he's talking a big game to Donald Trump, saying that Democrats are united, and that's his biggest nightmare. And he likes that line so much that he said it 1,000 times, and now the party itself is saying it because they apparently really like it too.
Our unity as a party is our greatest strength, and it's his worst nightmare.
So according to the Democratic Party establishment, the party is united. The Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders wings of the party came together to coalesce around our anti-Trump agenda. But that's just simply not true. They're ignoring the fact that they shunned progressives not once, but twice, and they're also ignoring the fact that millions of progressives re-registered as independents once the party abandoned them and shunned them. Now, apparently, the establishment needs a little refresher because prior to the election, they also claimed that the party was united then, too. So we had Debbie Wasserman Schultz contend that, yes, Democrats are united and the Republican Party is in shambles. We had pro-Clinton media outlets purport that the party was surprisingly united, and even back then we told you that we weren't united, but you insisted that it was united and did nothing to win back the voters you disenfranchised. But look how it turned out. So no matter how many times the Democratic Party wants to think and say that we're united, we're not united. And in fact, I have a problem even saying we because I don't consider myself a Democrat anymore because the party is so corrupt. I don't want that tainted label attached to my name. So saying it over and over, that's not going to wish it into existence. That's not the way that life works. I wish it was. The universe doesn't operate that way. You don't make something true by saying it over and over again. By claiming that the party is united, you're giving us another example as to how you refuse to listen to us. Because time and again, we're telling you that we're not united and we refuse to unite behind corporatists, but you refuse to listen to us. Well, let me set the record straight for Democrats. Progressives refuse to unite behind a corrupt corporatist party until you guys wean yourself off of the corporate teat. I am done hearing Republican talking points from so-called liberals who continue to bullshit us when it comes to single-payer healthcare, and we know that you don't like single-payer healthcare because you take money from the health insurance industry. I'm done with that. I refuse to get behind a party that refuses to endorse an idea that would save lives and save people from bankruptcy. I refuse to support a party that continues to support war. No more wars. Yet, we have a Democratic Party establishment that continues to accept money from defense contractors, that continues to be almost as warmongering as Republicans, and you're supposed to be the Dove Party. Republicans are the ones that's supposed to be warhawks. It's unacceptable, and I refuse to unite behind that. So until you get that through your thick skulls, there will never be unity, and the fact that you keep contending that there is unity is, quite frankly, it's pretty fucking insulting to me. We're not united. We don't like you. We want nothing to do with you, and here's what we're doing now. We're leaving the party, and we will not come back into the party until Justice Democrats take it over, or until the party unites behind our progressive party that we're leaving the party for. So the party's not united. You can keep saying it, but it's not true.
Support this podcast by joining the independent progressive media revolution today at humanistreport.com.